Hey, what's up? My name is Nick, and you're listening to At the Pulse.
Jesus Christ is coming back.
All right. Well, man, excited today. Sitting down with my friend Luke Miiller. So I want you to just tell us, who is Luke? Where are you from? Kind of a little bit of a 30-second, who is Luke Miller?
Sure, 30 seconds. Oh boy. Born and raised in Bismarck, North Dakota.
North Dakota, what's up?
What's up, right? Represent.
We have 8% of the state in the room.
Pretty much, yeah. Not many of us. But I'd say my faith journey, like who I am as a person, really started in high school.
Okay.
Where I finally figured out basically my calling and who I was called to be.
Yep.
I was really transformed through homeschooling. Actually, I was homeschooled in high school. And it really gave me the opportunity to be flexible and try new things. And one of those things that I was trying was debate.
Okay.
And debate led me to the love of apologetics, defending the faith, building a structured case for why Christianity is true and why we don't have to wonder about our faith and instead can be certain that what we believe is real.
Come on, I love it. Now, was there a season where you doubted and questioned?
Yes. Actually, piggybacking off of that, my freshman year, there was about 5 guys on the debate team.
Freshman year of high school?
Freshman year of high school. Like 5 of us in a hotel room because the debate team was poor. But there was one atheist and there were four Christians. And we really decided that we were going to convert this guy. We were going to witness to him because, we were Awana, youth group, church service. We did everything.
This was the Avengers.
Yeah, exactly. Like
the freshman Avengers.
Exactly. Bible quiz team. There are a couple of people on Bible quiz team memorizing entire books.
Yes.
Verbatim. I cannot do that. That's insane. But we were really confident. We came up to him and we basically asked him, hey, why are you not a Christian? And he came back and said, why should I be?
Yes.
And then we're like, well, because you go to hell.
Yes.
We don't want to do that, obviously, right? That's a really good reason.
Yes.
But he's like,
I don't believe in hell.
Yeah, exactly. He said, which hell?
Yes.
The Mormon hell, the Jehovah's Witness hell, the Muslim hell.
The living hell.
Yeah, just like
his life sucks.
Yeah, the whole thing was he just kind of asked us, what's so special about you? Yeah. What's so special about Christianity?
Yeah.
You have a holy book, so do the Muslims.
Yeah.
And I had no idea how to respond to that.
Yes.
Because everything I was taught in Sunday school.
Well, no, but the Bible says, I don't believe in the Bible.
Yeah, exactly. You say, well, the Bible says this, I don't believe in the Bible.
Crap.
What do you do now?
Yes,
right?
yes.
I was done.
You say, good luck in the afterlife.
Mm-hmm, exactly. He even brought up the flying spaghetti monster.
Oh, okay. Uh-oh.
It's like just crazy stuff. But
which, for those that don't know, a lot of times atheists will mention, as a joke, like, hey, do you talk to your flying spaghetti monster in the sky?
Yeah, Do you also believe in Santa Claus and the Tooth Fairy? Kind of a mocking thing.
Yes,
because it's like, it sounds ridiculous.
Which to validate those people, for those that didn't come from faith, all of this is kind of crazy.
Yeah, there's a talking donkey in the Bible.
Yes.
That's insane.
And we believe it.
And we believe it.
Yeah, a fish swallowed a man.
Exactly.
And he lived.
Mm-hmm.
People walked on water.
Crazy.
A virgin had a baby.
Yes,
that's
sure. Biologically impossible.
Yes, that's what my daughter got pregnant, and she also told me she was a virgin. It's like
that's awfully convenient.
Yes. Oof. So there's a lot of it that I think if we're honest, and I think that's what I want to talk about is, do we have honesty in our faith? Okay, and apologetics, which is what you're passionate about, deals with a lot of, are we willing to be honest?
Yeah.
Maybe define apologetics for those that don't know what it is.
Yeah, apologetics basically summed up is the defense of the faith, basically a rational reason or justification why Christianity is true.
Yeah. So
instead of just saying Christianity is true because the Bible's true,
good
to go, it's more like, okay, let's dig into this deeper.
Yeah, you just need to believe.
Yeah, you just need to believe. It's why is the Bible true? How can we trust what the disciples were saying is true?
Yeah.
How do we know that the Bible wasn't forged or fabricated or a myth?
Yes.
Right? All these deeper questions, a layer lower than most people, operate on in their day-to-day.
Why should everyday believers care about apologetics, or at least know what it is?
Yeah, why should they care? Because at some point in life, especially on TikTok, I'm not sure if you're on TikTok, but there are so many videos out there about like, did you know that we actually don't know if Jesus existed?
Yeah.
And people are going to see that. Kids are going to see that, which is what I'm passionate about. These kids are going to see these videos or talk to these college professors,
Yeah.
or talk to their smart atheist debate friends, right? And they're not going to have a reason
Yeah.
to answer them. And that's going to cause doubt, like it did in me. Has everything I believed up to now a lie?
Yeah.
How do we know that Jesus actually existed? A talking donkey, that's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Or one of the favorite things that I talk about is the walls of Jericho. You know, Veggie Tales, you know, everything. We walk around the city, walls fall down, yay! Except right after that, the Israelites go into Jericho and massacre every man, woman, child, and animal.
Yeah.
That's not a good Sunday school story.
Yes.
No, and people are like, wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
God seems like the Israelites
I
kind of
believe
seem
in all of the
genocidal.
Bible, but that part, yeah.
Yeah, we don't talk about that
God
part.
loves you, but God loves you.
God loves you. Disregard all the genocidal stuff.
Yes.
Right? And there are these problematic things that we kind of shy away from and don't talk about.
Yeah.
They're brought up,
Yeah.
and we haven't discussed them in our church services and in our Sunday schools and in our, Wednesday nights.
Yeah.
And it just hits you like a freight train.
Yes. Yeah. And I think I'll just maybe say, I think one of the things that we connect over, obviously, is faith and love for Jesus, but also just a respect and admiration for the defense of the faith. You know, I actually got my master's in apologetics because I was like, man, I just want to have answers. I want to know. I want to know. And maybe let's talk about this. Sometimes I think, because there's people watching this who either you have belittled someone for their unbelief or you have been belittled for your questions. And often the church can be guilty. There's a lot of beautiful examples of how this is not true, but the church can be guilty of oversimplifying things and belittling those with real honest questions and objections. You know, so maybe talk about that a little bit. Like I think of even, and this goes to apologetics, but also goes to like, you know, somebody struggles with, whatever it is, lust, same-sex attraction, questioning whatever. Like, well, it's Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve. You know, and it's like, hey, that's a great soundbite, but that doesn't help the young man or woman that this is a part of their story. And so how are we willing to go deeper with people? So maybe talk about that. Like, how do you see that as a need, and why is it something you're passionate about?
Oh, it's such a critical need. Like you said, I don't think the church, and like you said, there are many great examples, many great people who are doing this really well. But on average, throughout the entire church, I think a lot of people are afraid to bring up their doubts and concerns because they'll be looked down upon, or if you come out,
Don't be a doubting Thomas.
Yeah, don't be a doubting Thomas, or you just have to have faith, or why are you doubting God?
Yes.
Or someone struggles with same-sex attraction. It's like, if they say that, where they're not saying that I am, they haven't adopted that identity, but they're saying like, this is a struggle I have, just like people have struggles with porn, with all these other sins.
Yeah.
Like, we don't immediately
gluttony, materialism.
avarice.
Yes.
Yeah. Don't demonize these people if they're going to be vulnerable with you.
Yes.
I don't know how much we know about convincing people in America, but when you try to convince somebody, the first thing you should say to them is not insult them and say, well, turn or burn.
Yes.
You're going to hell.
Yeah.
It's like great convincing.
Yeah,
That
that's
doesn't
quick.
convince-
That's quick.
Yeah, that's quick and dirty.
It's
That
quick.
won't-
It's quick to label people.
Yes.
Oh, you're one of those woke liberals.
Yeah, you're one of those woke liberals.
You know what that does? It doesn't help you become friends with people.
Nope. Insulting people does not make friends.
Yes.
Newsflash.
Yes. So what do you see as a roadblock stopping people from faith?
Stopping people from faith. I'd say there's I think three main ones, at least from my perspective and what I've experienced talking to people. One of them is just intellectual doubt.
Okay.
Is science versus God, science versus the Bible. Oh, there's not enough water on the earth to cover the flood.
Yeah.
Or, sorry, there's not enough water on earth
To cover the earth.
there's not enough water on earth to cover the earth for
Yes.
Noah's flood.
Yes.
Therefore, Bible's wrong.
Yes.
Therefore, shouldn't be Christian.
Yes.
Right? That's kind of the
Yes.
tendency.
Yeah.
Old earth, new earth. There's all these problems scientifically that people struggle with.
Yeah.
And then they end up walking away, where they miss the main thing. And the main thing is, hey, if Jesus existed, claimed to be God, performed miracles, died, well, not only that, predicted his death, predicted his resurrection, I think whatever he says, we probably should believe.
Yeah.
Right? That's the main thing. But people get hung up on these other things.
Yeah.
These intellectual doubts.
Yeah, they're valid questions.
Oh, absolutely.
But yes, it's like is there somebody who's worthy of trust? Mm-hmm. And ultimately that's the question. Who you believe Jesus is really changes a lot.
That changes everything.
Yeah.
And that is the main thing.
So number one, you said intellectual or science problems. You said there's three. What are the others?
Yeah, the second one has to be the problem of evil.
Okay.
Problem of evil and suffering.
Yep.
Like I said in my Jericho example.
And in no particular order. These are just three big problems.
These are the three big problems.
Yes.
It's just there's so much evil in the world. There's so much suffering. Why didn't God stop my mom from dying of cancer?
Shooting happening in our city yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday there was a shooting in our city. Why didn't God stop the bullet?
Yeah.
Or why didn't God, change their minds, do things a bit differently
why isn't it only evil people that get shot?
Exactly. Yeah. Why do bad things happen to good people?
Yes.
Like standard.
Yes.
Right? And that is a huge one.
Yeah, it's children getting cancer.
Yeah, it's how can you say there's a good God?
Yes.
With a child having cancer, babies dying of
kids
cancer,
starving in Africa,
starving to death.
Yes.
How can there be a good God?
Yeah, it's not that they're not praying.
Yeah, it's like,
where is God?
Where is God in this situation?
Yeah.
Right?
It's easier to believe God doesn't exist. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Number two, problem of evil. What's the third?
Number three has to be the impression people have of the church.
Okay.
Christians are judgmental,
Yes.
hateful,
Yes.
Unaccepting, exclusive people.
Yes.
And I have to say, I have met plenty of Christians, plenty of good ones, but also ones who need a little bit of help with talking with people.
Yes. My friend Jay John is an evangelist. He says there's two reasons people don't know Jesus. Number one, they've met a Christian.
Absolutely.
Number two, they've never met a Christian. Mm-hmm. And what he means by that is a lot of times it's our behavior that is the biggest turnoff to people. Mm-hmm. But also what is the greatest attractant to people is when they meet someone who is a lover of Jesus, who loves people, who loves the word. I mean, that is an incredible magnet, but it can be a massive repellent.
Yeah, it's interesting you say magnet because not only attracts but also repels.
Yes.
I like that.
Yes, that's good. You can adopt that into your trainings.
Sweet.
So when people have objections to faith, there aren't just intellectual arguments. There's personal barriers. When someone says religion is a crutch, what do you hear them saying?
When people say religion is a crutch, for me, it really speaks to, well, let me just say this. There are very few people in this world who actually have purely intellectual reasons for doubting Christianity.
Yeah.
If you really dig into it and talk with someone and be vulnerable with someone long enough, usually there's something emotional, some trauma, something suffering that went on where they had
some hypocritical person, somebody hurt them.
Yeah, someone called them out in church. They had a family member die, and someone in their church said to them, "Oh, just another angel in heaven. She's in a better place."
Yeah, God's good.
Yeah, God's good all the time. Even your mom dying of cancer, he's still good. It's like, yes, but that.
Yeah, God works all things for the good.
Yeah, my mom dying is not good.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for that. So what's one example that you use to show people that God is good or that the Bible can be trustworthy?
Ooh, great. How long do you have?
One example.
One example. Oh, my favorite example for why the Bible is true probably has to be the fact that it is the most recorded and accurate document in ancient history by a long shot. I mean, when you look at a lot of these people in ancient history we know about, Caesar, Pliny the Younger, Tacitus, all these people, Josephus, we know they existed by some of their writings, and then Alexander the Great and all these people. There are very few manuscripts that we actually have that prove these people existed. Mm-hmm. And then it's like the New Testament, I'm not sure you probably know this, 20,000 manuscripts that dwarfs any other ancient literary anything. By a long shot. It doesn't seem like a lot to us today, but back then they didn't write a bunch.
Yeah, there wasn't all these people on Wikipedia.
No, exactly. No, there wasn't TikTok back then.
Everybody wasn't a blogger. Mm-hmm. Yes.
And I just showing
even to be able to write.
Yeah.
And read and have paper.
Yes. Paper was expensive, actually.
Yes.
Crazy things. But then it is the most accurate, too, when you look at the Dead Sea Scrolls, when you look at a lot of the archaeological evidence that confirm things in the Bible. It's like... No other ancient document comes close.
Yeah.
No person comes close to Jesus.
Yeah.
And that's probably my favorite thing to reference when.
Well, and I think it's important because so many people just assume. They say it's dumb because they've heard it, or somebody loud said it, or their professor said it.
Yes.
But you're just like, no. Intellectually, archaeologically, historically, by any standard you want to use, the Bible deserves your respect.
Yes. It absolutely
You don't have to
does.
believe it. You have, but it deserves your respect. And for you to call yourself an intellectual person and not to have studied or referenced this book and to be taken out of context is actually very intellectually disingenuous.
Oh, absolutely. It is. And I mean, it's funny because when you look at some scholarship on the Roman Empire, actually, if you look at the book of Luke, when it talks about specific dates and people, I can't quote it for you, but even Roman scholarship referenced the Bible from time to time. It's like, it's on that level. It's not just a fairy tale.
Yeah. Well, what do you say to somebody who's wrestling, maybe somebody watching this, maybe this is them or somebody they know, man, I just don't know if God's real. What do you say to them?
Well, first, thank you for being honest.
Yeah.
I mean, it's tough.
Yeah.
It's not easy. Anyone who says, "Oh, it's easy, open and shut case, no issues, no problems."
Yeah.
They haven't done their research. There are thousands of years of battling between people who believe in God and don't believe in God.
Yeah, literally battling.
Literally battling, right?
Yeah.
Both physically, verbally, intellectually, right? It's a huge issue. So first of all, you're not alone.
Yeah.
You're not weird. You're not strange.
Yeah, I don't know anybody who hasn't questioned.
Exactly. Yeah, it's
If somebody says they haven't questioned, they just haven't been alive long enough.
fair. Or they've been like hiding in a hole their whole life.
Yes.
Right. So yeah, that would be the first thing I say. The second thing I would say is just, do your research.
Yeah.
Read, watch. There are plenty of YouTube videos out there, debates between people.
Yeah.
I mean, just look into it.
Yeah.
And have an open mind. Don't go into it with these biases or who's the better speaker, but really evaluate what they're saying.
Yeah. I often love to give people purpose for their question. Right? So I have a friend right now who's left the faith and he's struggling and questioning, and he is surrounded by people who have belittled him for it. Right? And what I say to him is I say, listen, Justin, if there wasn't people who questioned, there wouldn't be anybody who could help those with questions.
That's good.
So your journey, your wrestle, all of it matters to God, and it matters to me. And while we want to get mad at those that are angry at God and all these things, like it's going to take somebody like Saul, who is on a road that's a very bad road, to be changed. The best person to reach an atheist is not somebody who has all the answers. It's somebody who knows what it is to question.
Yep.
Because that person's going to look them in the eye and see them and validate them and meet them there. And I want to go there, meeting where people are. You've said we need to communicate differently with different people. What do you mean by that, and what does that look like practically?
Yeah, that's something I really try to discuss a lot on when I talk with people about apologetics or just talk with people in general. I mean, as Christians, I think we get caught up too much in a preaching mode.
Yeah.
Where we're just person, not believer, preaching mode.
Yeah.
We're going to go down Romans Road. We're gonna sell the gospel right here, right?
Yes.
And, the way I see it, you're basically using a sledgehammer to, fix every problem.
Yeah.
Right? It is the solution, yes, but there's a bit of nuance.
Yeah.
What was that person's background? Were they Christian before?
Yeah.
Did they even know what you're talking about? Because if they weren't Christian ever, if you say things like, the blood saves.
Yeah. Yes.
What?
Yeah, just covered in the
Is
blood.
this a cult?
Yes, covered in the blood.
Or, and if someone has relationship or has a past with Christianity, then, it's like, oh, God is so good. No, he wasn't, because my whole church prayed for my mom and it didn't work.
Yeah, or my pastor or priest abused me.
Yeah, exactly. There was a scandal with my pastors, or someone I looked up to, a mentor in my life.
Yeah.
That's probably one of the worst ones.
Yeah.
Was caught, having an affair.
Yes.
That rocks you to your core.
For sure.
But you don't know that if you don't try to get to know the person.
Yeah, so you're emphasizing the importance of friendship.
Yeah.
Like the relationship matters more than the content.
It really does. Because
If content is your thing, then somebody's going to feel that way. Like we all know what it feels like to have somebody trying to sell us something. it's the pushy people in the mall or the guys next to the credit card stands, right? And you're like, hey, how you doing? And you're like, you actually don't even care about me. Like, I bet I've stopped before and my credit score is ruined forever. You know what I mean? Like, we all have that baggage.
Yes.
And so I think it's on us to show people a different way. We're like, no, Luke, I actually care. What's your name again? Luke. Like, Luke, where are you from, man? What's your story? Like, how is it different if Luke is yelling? How is it different if I respond to Luke by saying, you're wrong? Or if I say, hey, man, I love your passion. Man, it's great. I'd love to know more. How did you get this way? What's your story?
Exactly.
Right? It's just starting in a different way.
It really is. And I mean, it's something that's a really quick and easy way for Christians to kind of change their approach and to really be more effective in reaching people.
Yes.
It's just ask questions. You
Yes.
don't have
Yes.
to have a speech.
Yes.
You don't need to know like your 15 points of
Yes.
Christianity.
Yes.
You just have to say, "Hey man, how are you actually doing?" Not
Yes.
I don't really. How are you really doing?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you'd be shocked at how many people are like, are you trying to sell me something? Like, what's going on?
Yes.
It's because it's so rare in society today for people to actually care.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if you just show that you care, it's amazing
Yeah.
the stories that can come from it.
Yeah.
And if you ask questions, you may find the thing that
Yeah.
caused them to walk away or doubt or have
Yeah.
concerns.
Yeah.
And then you can address that.
Yeah.
But if you never ask the questions,
Yeah.
how can you solve the problem?
Yeah. I say evangelism, and I think this is true of apologetics as well, has more to do with listening
Yeah,
than talking,
absolutely.
right? And so for extroverts, this should be like challenging, because just like your mom told you, you have 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. So shut up and listen is great advice for all of us. But for introverts, this should be incredibly like affirming.
Yeah.
Like, you are great at this. Listening is the thing you like more than the other, right? People are starved to be heard.
Yeah.
We're living in a famine of people being seen and heard, right? So the best thing we can do as Christians isn't go and lead with truth. It's going and actually, because of truth, we're leading with love, and we're actually caring and getting to know people.
Yeah, that's great.
Because it's in the context of this that the story comes out. It's in the context of me knowing your story that I can share my story.
Yes.
It's in the context of you being real about your doubt that I can say, well, can I give you a different perspective? But now I've earned the right to do that. Right. So this isn't like a fast food thing, right? This
In and
is
out.
like, this is we want to be there. So for believers watching, just to encourage people, like, you don't need a PhD to engage with skeptics. What's one thing you think every believer could do this week to get better at having conversations?
Oh, this week, man, where do I begin? There's tons of different ministries, apologetics ministries online. I mean, it's as simple as going to Google and just saying, how do I share my faith?
Sure.
I mean, I would look at, one of the things that I would really look at is picking up a couple books.
Yeah.
Because I like to read.
Yeah.
Some people may not like to read, but they're videos for a reason. There are audiobooks too. But Greg Kokel for Tactics, that's a great beginning resource. And the resource that really saved me from a lot of my doubts was I don't have enough faith to be an atheist.
Yeah.
I would read through that book because it goes through the entirety of Christianity, and I love the way it's written. That's something immediately you can do to start learning about these things, because I think that one of the problems that Christians have is we don't know what we don't know.
Yeah.
But once we do know,
Yeah.
that really opens up passions, callings. You're like, wow, I had no idea that there are scientific reasons why we know God exists.
Yeah.
I had no idea that for thousands of years, right, these philosophers, theologians, brilliant minds have basically debated this thing to death.
Yeah.
Right? That before Jesus Christ even existed, this was discussed.
Yes.
Right? So just hop online,
Yeah.
it's as simple as that. Just get started, and then let the Holy Spirit, let the Lord lead you in whatever particular topic or doubt you want to get into.
Yeah. The thing that I always encourage people is 4 steps I give people. Somebody says, I want to be used of God. What do I do? And I would say, number 1, would you start praying? Would you just say, God, would you use me? And would you help me with the people in my life that need you? Yeah. And as you pray, I want you to think specifically. We call it Keep 5, people in your life that need Jesus. Pray for them every day. Okay, step 1, pray every day. If you do that every day, that's a huge win. I'm praying for people who need Jesus. Most people never do that. And so it's like, man, why doesn't God use me? Well, are you asking God to use you? Are you asking God to send you to people? So number one, pray. Number two, commit to listening.
Yeah.
Right? So learn to listen, be a good listener, go out into the world trying to see and listen to people. And we have trainings for all of this. How do you start to pray? How do you listen? Step 3 for me isn't even share your faith. Step 3 for me is learning how to share how God changed your life.
Yeah, your testimony.
Sharing your testimony, coming back to the realization that he saved me. Step 4 is looking for ways to share your faith. And how do you do that? Okay, so I don't even start with share your faith. Now, a lot of people watching this should be encouraging. If you're curious and you question, you wrestle these things, apologetics is like going to be a goldmine for you. Like you're going to come alive. This is going to be exciting. This is going to be awesome. But there's a lot of people, and you know these people, who they're not really, hey, Luke, I'm glad you are excited about this. But man, you know what I need is just, I'm thankful there's a Luke out there.
Yeah.
You know, everybody doesn't have to go get their PhD in apologetics.
No.
And I think what I would say is pay attention to what makes you come alive. God will bring people into your life with questions. And as he does that, that is your invitation to drive deeper.
Yes.
So let's say this. Somebody comes up to you and has a question about God, because this is one of the reasons people don't share their faith. What if somebody says something that I don't know the answer to? What do I say?
It's super hard, actually. Here's what you say. I don't know.
Yes. yes.
You're not expected. If people expect you to know every answer.
Do not make up an answer.
No, don't. Don't
Yes.
make up an answer, but just say, I don't know.
That's a great question.
Yeah, that's a great question. I'll look into that.
Yes.
I'll look into that and I'll get back to you.
You know, and it is so honoring to somebody to say, man, that is I've never thought about that. Would you let me, Luke, go and look into that? And I'm going to read about it. I'm going to study about it. And let's get together in a week.
And I'll get back to you. Yep, perfect.
Yes. I mean, it's just like that's the worst thing that happens is you have to say, I don't know.
Yeah.
Which, let's be honest, most of us don't know about a lot of things.
Yeah. The further I go down the apologetics road, the more I realize that I don't know almost anything in the grand scheme of things. Like, I know some things because I read a lot. But no, I've been asked plenty of questions that I don't know the answer to. Especially middle schoolers. Middle schoolers ask the weirdest but greatest questions.
Yes.
And you're like, I have never had that cross my mind ever.
Yes.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. No one expects perfection out of you.
Yeah. What would you say to people who their mentality has been apologetics is about winning an argument?
No.
Yeah. What's the goal?
The goal of apologetics is to show people that, hey, Christianity is credible.
Yeah.
Like, it's not this kooky cult thing.
Yeah.
No. It is something reasonable.
Yeah.
And
we're the same as Mormons, right?
No. That's a whole different discussion. but there are tons and tons and tons of arguments, resources, books on every topic you can imagine.
Yes.
Apologetics wise. And I mean, we could get into the different cults.
Yes.
But at the same time, it's not necessarily.
And when you say cult, what does that mean?
Basically, a cult is an offshoot of a major religion. There's some new revelation that was granted.
Yeah.
Where it's like, yet no.
Yeah, close but not.
I mean, I'm sorry, but if an angel came to me whose name was Moroni,
Yes.
where moron is the first part of it, I'm like, I don't know about that. I don't know
Proceed
about
with
that.
caution.
Proceed with caution.
Hey,
yeah.
I appreciate. I do see currency. That is currency, but that's actually from Monopoly.
Yeah.
No, I won't accept that to buy my home.
Yeah. Here's Kool-Aid. Drink this.
Yes.
No.
Yes. Yeah, and I think that's the important thing for people to know. There's evidence. There's a foundation. There's a history. You can have confidence in your faith.
Yes.
Like it's good to learn. The Bible says always be prepared.
Yes.
So how are you preparing and encouraging yourself? How are you wrestling with questions? Don't assume the worst of people with a question.
No.
Don't assume the worst of the people that have struggles. Try to get into the place where you're seeking to understand.
Yes.
And that will open up the door for the gospel. All right, so Luke, I just want to ask by leading with a question for you, and then we'll give a final kind of invitation for those that have joined with us, which is awesome. Thanks for joining. It's awesome to have these conversations.
Oh, it's been fun.
But I would say, Luke, you're a good guy. You're a hard worker. I'm very proud that you're a North Dakotan, because so am I. But you're just a guy who loves Jesus.
Yeah.
You love Jesus. And all of us love Jesus differently, and all of us are called differently, and that's the gift of the church.
Yes.
God has gifted the church to have people like you. And I just want to say that to you. Like, you're a gift to the church. You're a gift to my life. You're a gift to our team. One of the ways you're a gift is that God's made you with a mind to think and the desire to help equip people, to think critically about their faith and meet people where they are. What would be your invitation to those watching? Two groups. One group that has doubts of faith, the other group that is a Christian. What would be your invitation to both groups?
The doubts of faith, man. I mean, my heart goes out to people who have these intellectual doubts, because that was me.
Yeah.
That was me. I can empathize drastically. I mean, I was in a place where I was ready to throw in the towel.
Yeah.
There was a time in my life where I'm like, you know what? If Christianity is not true, I want nothing to do with this thing.
Yeah.
So,
and I want nothing to do with it.
Yeah. If Christianity is not true,
yeah, let's get out of here.
Let's get out of here, right? Intellectually, super intellectually honest.
Yeah.
And to those people that have doubts or have questions, I mean, don't give up.
Yeah.
Just look into it. Give it a chance.
Yeah, we're sorry for those that have belittled you.
Yeah, we're sorry for the hateful, spiteful Christians that are out there that maybe don't know how to handle things the right way in their passion, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Good intentions.
Yeah.
Hopefully, but
yeah,
they haven't quite got the right message across. But there are plenty of people out there who are willing to sit down with you, understand you, that can empathize with you, and that can help you with these doubts. Just to be open and honest, try find those people.
Yeah.
And if there aren't those people in your life, I mean, there are plenty of people on YouTube that speak to any kind of doubt that you could have for God, evil, the Bible, the weird things in the Bible.
Yep.
Like, just start looking into it.
Who would be a couple names you would say people should check out on YouTube?
Great question. Cliff Netchell is one of my favorites as of late.
Yep.
He's amazing with his kind of very easy to understand. He answers a lot of doubts and questions.
It's Cliff and Stewart, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Connectly, Netchell, I don't know what it is.
I don't know. Yes. I say Netchell. I could be wrong.
It's K-N-E something. Yeah.
It's something weird.
Yeah.
But after that, I love Frank Turek.
Okay.
That was his book was kind of the driving force for me to keep my faith and really, spark with my faith, really grow, really start on fire with my passion and calling. And then lastly, J. Warner Wallace. I really love Wallace. He's a cold case detective. He's like an actual detective, which is super cool to me. I love cop shows. But he goes through and says, this is why we know the disciples weren't lying.
Yes.
And I love that, because it's like, how do we know that the Bible and the people writing it weren't lying?
Yeah.
He breaks it down in a kind of a forensic detective kind of way, and I love that flavor.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's great. So that's encouraging for those with questions and those that are following Jesus. Is there a final challenge and encouragement you would give to believers?
I would just say, for those of us, and these are my people, for those of us who love the intellectual side of things, I would look into apologetics. Just like you said, something that makes you come alive.
Yeah.
Like, don't let Christians say like, oh, apologetics, not Bible, therefore bad.
Yes.
No, those people, right? Maybe their gifting is somewhere else.
Yeah.
Maybe have hospitality, preaching, teaching. Yeah. Like there's offices of the church for a reason.
Yeah.
Right? For those apologists out there who don't know they're apologists yet, start.
Yeah.
Just start and let the Lord lead you with however you want to go in life.
Yeah.
And for those that don't have the apologetics gifting, like, you don't have to go earn a PhD in apologetics.
Not everybody has to be a pastor.
No,
not everybody has to be a full-time evangelist.
No.
But these gifts exist to equip all of us.
Yeah, it's to edify the church, to supplement those weak areas.
To equip the saints.
Mm-hmm, to equip the saints, exactly.
Yep.
And for those people that aren't apologetics leaning, you don't have to.
Yeah.
If it's not going to cause you to walk away from your faith, like if you're like, I don't care that there's a talking donkey in the Bible.
Yeah.
Perfectly fine.
Yes.
You don't have to have write a thesis on talking donkeys in the Bible.
You name your dog Balaam.
Exactly. Just pursue whatever path that gives you life, that you grow closer to God with, and that you can serve others with.
Yeah. Love it.
That would be what I'd say.
Love it. Well, Luke, thank you so much for taking the time. Man, we love you here. Super proud of you. I know that God's going to continue to use you in these walls and far beyond that, outside these walls. And so it's just exciting. For those of you that have joined us, I would encourage you, you can hop online, pulse.org. We have resources there. And if you don't see the resource you're looking for, message us. Like, we are Pulse Evangelism. We call ourselves the home of the evangelist. We want to equip the church to make Jesus known. So that's why we're doing this. Thanks for joining us for At the Pulse. Subscribe and follow along for more.